global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, finally, the Borno South Senator Ndume has spoken up concerning all the brouhaha that had happened around him. Don't forget that precisely on Wednesday, he was stripped of his position as the chief whip of the Senate, and it all was equal to the fact that he castigated the president. Talking about, number one, the president was surrounded by kleptocrats and kleptomaniacs, and went further to say that the president was caged as such. He doesn't know the economic situation of Nigeria. APC did not see that to be funny, and they had to strip him of his position. They also, after a while, there was a kind of a shake-up in the committees. He was given another position as a chairman of a particular committee. But however, he has not spoken since then. Let's get to hear his position in respect to all the things that have happened to him during this week as a result of his outspokenness concerning the stand of this particular government. Now, according to the news, the Borno South Senator Ndume has spoken publicly for the first time following his sack as the chief whip of the Senate in the 10th Assembly. The outspoken lawmaker who spoke in his country home of Maiduguri on Friday said he was unfairly treated and his action do not warrant his removal from his position. He, however, said he bears no grudges as he sees his removal as an act of God. He also rejected the chairmanship of the Senate Committee on Tourism, which was announced by Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Wednesday, arguing that he lacked the experience and exposure to lead such a sensitive group. According to his word, Ndume said, I did not say anything wrong, and therefore I want to state that I stand by all my statements in the interview I granted. Ndume added that he never wanted to be a Senate whip after serving as leader in the 8th Senate, disclosing that he was given the chance to choose which committee to serve as the vice chairman, having successfully led the campaigns that brought about the emergence of Godswill Akpabio as president of the Senate. He went further to state, he said, secondly, the party that recommended to the Senate I'll take that again. He said, secondly, the party that recommended me to the Senate that I should be removed from being the chief whip of the Senate, I take that as an act of God, because if it is God who gave me that position, it is God that took it through APC. So I bear no grudges about that. He went further to say, after all, I did not contest to be the chief whip. I did not contest to be the vice president of the appropriation committee. I contested to be one of the senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God granted me that victory, and I am happy with God, what God has given to me. On the issue of leaving APC, Ndume said he is a founding member of the party. He explained that he was one of the 21 senators from the People's Democratic Party that formed the APC when the current national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje, was a deputy governor in Kano State. He, however, stated that when former President Muhammadu Buhari, in the company of President Tinubu, ordered him to sign a document to join APC at the Imo House in Abuja, he informed his people before going public as such. He would consult his people before deciding on whether to leave the APC or not. On the issue why he didn't speak immediately, Senator Ndume said he could not speak up immediately after his sack because he was mourning the death of a family member. Wow, this is quite interesting. My colleague is in the house and we just need to talk about this. But however, it's important for us to know that Ndume had been around in the Senate, and this character of his, talking about his outspokenness, is not new to senators, or is not new to Nigerians. Even from the days of Jonathan Buhari, name it, he was always out there to tell them the truth. And I feel that in a democratic setting like Nigeria, nobody is too grown to be advised or to be castigated. What he did there was just to paint the picture of what the economic life of Nigerians look like, expecting the president possibly to respond. But APC felt that it was a huge betrayal on his part, and they took that step against him. For him, he says it was an act of God because he never contested for the position. Even Mongono, who is now the current chief whip, had said that it was the will of God for him to be the chief whip. So it seems that the two has fully aligned. Now that Ndume has responded to this whole issue, what's your take on all that he has said?
One thing I love about Ndume is the fact that he's always very frank, very open, and very straightforward. He doesn't care whose head is being got. There's always been one person who speaks the truth to bear. He doesn't really want to know if it hurts you or not. Is it the truth? Is it the fact? Then he will speak it. And these are the few senators that have always caught the attention of Nigeria, the likes of Ali Ndume, the likes of Naya Baribe. Both of them have always been senators, even in the ruling party, or even if they are in the ruling party, they seem to be acting like opposition, even when their people go wrong. Even Bukola Saraki, they will speak the truth. I could still remember even Saraki then was also working against his people as the Senate president because he wanted something good for Nigerians, and that's exactly what it should have been anyway. But I wasn't expecting anything different from Ali Ndume. If he had said something different, like apologize, now I would have really been grossly disappointed in him, because he has been one person that doesn't really care. And he said something which is very unique. If you like, strip me of any chairmanship. I didn't contest it.
Exactly.
He was already appointed. But where it will get to me is when I was elected and you strip me of my election, because my people, my constituents brought me here, and I will speak always for them and in their favor and not against them.
All right, 2 more questions to go. The first one is, he's been given a position, the chairman of the Committee of Tourism. That's the tourism committee. He's meant to be the chairman, because they kind of rescheduled everything, and they said he was going to be, the chairman of the committee. And he had openly said, I don't have experience in this area. I'm not going to take that position. Do you think that his action is actually kind of an anger, showing forth that he's angry with the kind of decision that was taken against him, or two of the truth? He has no experience. Don't forget that in the previous Senate, where he was given different positions, I can't remember the last one he rejected. He always accepted, anytime they call him to be a chairman, vice chairman, he will accept the position and will function effectively. So all of a sudden, he's not ready to take the position. Do you think it is traceable to what happened to him on Wednesday?
He's a grown man. And one of the things you should learn to do is also choose your battles. Not all battles. You don't fight on all fronts. That's the beauty of a matured politician. 1, 2, if he feels he's not, he has a right to his choice. If he feels that he won't work comfortably, or he's not adequately informed to lead that group, that section, why not? Maybe he feels that he doesn't have the adequate skills. But I feel, this is personal now, I am not in the mind of Ali Ndume, Senator Ali Ndume, but I feel that it's just been very honorable to reject it. You don't give me leftovers. And if you feel I wasn't good enough to be chairman in that particular group, you're now pushing me to another place, more like a compensation. Let's not do like we didn't give you. You're an old standing senator.
Being that you worked for the election of the Senate president.
Let it not be that we threw you out. You don't have anything. Just manage this whole body. And it's like, I will not take crumbs.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't want to give me the real thing, leave it. I'm cool for just being elected senator. I'm okay representing my people. You don't even have to fight. I can just be an ordinary member. That's why I was saying that I didn't even really want to be the chief whip anyway. I'm cool being a senator. It doesn't stop me from getting what I'm getting.
All right, the final question. The issue of cross-carpeting to another political party. And he says his position cannot be disclosed, reason being that before he went to APC, he consulted with his people. So if there's going to be anything, he must first of all carry out consultation. Do you think, when he consulted with his people the last time, he left PDP to APC? Do you think, based on that, can you deduce the possibility of him also consulting and they will tell him to go back to PDP?
Well, Ali Ndume is bidding his time. He doesn't want to hurriedly tell anyone if he's leaving or not. But I don't need a soothsayer to tell me that APC will be very hot for him now. Being the fact that he has been speaking, the likes of Senator Godswill Akpabio is the top card-carrying member of APC. The president, of course, who is the national leader, of course, will not be seeing him eye to eye. A whole lot of persons, of course, will see him as betrayer. Somebody who should be within us, is fighting us within us and all that. So he may be going for the even APC meeting and convention looking like a stranger in their midst, simply because he spoke the truth to bear. But I feel also that he should be very careful, because PDP itself goes
All right. That's where we like to leave it. Let's wait and see what will keep unfolding. For a while now, he's not been around. He said he's mourning his family member who passed on. Let's wait to see his first day in the Senate plenary, how it will look like. That's where we like to leave it. Let's be in our comment section and talk more on this. What's your position in respect to all the responses that Ndume has given to Nigerians as has to do with
global happenings today?